After yesterday's One Piece chapter 1037 ended with an unfinished mystery. Now finally chapter 1038 is out with the full version. So without further, we will discuss what happened and discuss it at the same time. The beginning of the One Piece chapter shows a cover book or sample book that describes Niji and Yonji being in the big book, which is none other than Yonji and Niji who have been caught. One of the children of Big Mom called Monter. Which looks like they were caught on Chocolate Island. This can be seen from the cover showing oven and pudding in there. That means that during the war on Whole Cake Island last time, the two of them couldn't escape from the danger because the previous cover book only showed Ryaiju, Ichiji, and the judge at Germa Castle. So maybe that's the only explanation about the cover book that is listed there, so without taking long we will just peel the main story of this chapter. The first panel still shows the tension from Raizo and Fukurakuju's fight that still hasn't stopped, even though it's clear that some fire has started to spread on their bodies. As it is known they do not want to let go of each kick until one of them relents. Well, if the two of them don't let go, then it's very likely that they will die. So why did Raizo go that far against him? He just wanted Fukurakuju to know about his decision. And to make him resuscitate, he will do whatever it takes to stop him. While on the second floor of Onigashima, it is clear that several samurai by fire are unable to escape from this place easily. It's bad in such conditions. Due to the fire that started to spread throughout the roof, the upper floor was destroyed, which then made everyone afraid. Fortunately, this can be resolved with Jinbei there. Of course, at that time Jinbei was also surprised by what happened to this very fast spreading fire, but from that problem the panel switches to the show floor, where the battle between Big Mom, Law, and Kid is still ongoing. Very fierce. Even a result of the fight caused several large explosions that made it difficult for the samurai to help others. Meanwhile Chopper, Miyagi, and Tristan, who saw it, could not do anything else because the fight was out of their control. So suddenly, when the tension was over, Chopper, who was in his small form, had recovered. This can happen because this is a side effect of his latest Rumble Ball change. Because of that, the side effects that occur are very different from before. But the problem is not that he is worried about Zoro's condition after winning against King. Considering the medicine that Miyagi gave was not an ordinary medicine, because instead of the fast healing, the side effects would increase the pain many times. This means that currently Zoro is in a critical condition or can even die depending on who the user is. Exactly what Chopper said was true, where Zoro was in so much pain that he could see a strange figure in a cloak wearing a sword like an angel of death. I don't know who the creature is. What is certain is that he wants to take the life of Zoro right then and there. The story continues from to the Onigashima Dome Tower, not far from where Zoro is, showing Frankie is defeating some soldiers while finding out where Zoro is. So why can't Frankie find him? Because previously Zoro received an attack from the king which sent him flying far outside the palace. Therefore Frankie, who was in the castle, did not know his whereabouts. On the other hand, Izo seems to have finished off several enemies on the first floor, although as seen Izo received a fairly deep wound in his stomach. I do not know what happened before. What is certain? At this time the condition is not possible to fight with the maximum again. Suddenly there. He was surprised by the presence of Cipher Pole in front of him. Yups, none other than Aegis Zero or CP0. Well, here is an interesting thing from them, where CP0 said that at this meeting we just pretend not to meet. Technically it should be CP0 who should drag him to Impel Down prison, but right now the most important issue of their task is to target the Straw Hat Pirates. Knowing this, he must be a samurai who is indebted to the Straw Hats. Izo immediately stopped them all. The reason was clear, that he would not let them do that. So it can be said that Izo will most likely fight with CP0 later. Continuing to the cellar warehouse, to be precise the weapons stockpile. Where on the panel shows Yamato is in a hurry to get there. Arriving around there, it seems that it is still not too late because Kazenbu still has not reached the stockpile of the armaments. When he saw this, Yamato entered his hybrid mode and used his stance, Maharoba, to stop the strange creature. It was good that the attack from Yamato Kazenbu was finally diverted to attack Yamato at that time. It could be seen from him who took out his hand from his strange body. The story returns to the show floor. At that time, Big Mom, who was previously in serious mode, managed to make Law and the Kid lay limp in an instant. Surely the Pirates of the Heart who saw their captain made like that begged Big Mom to stop him, because if Big Mom continues like that, it's likely that they both will die here too. Of course, Big Mom, who heard the screams, immediately replied that on the battlefield there is no mercy other than the enemy. While saying that, Big Mom looked up and just found out that Kaido had not finished the one-on-one battle with the Straw Hat. Because of that, he also intends to go upstairs to solve this problem quickly so that later this bloody party can be resolved. Before that, Kid and Law, who saw Big Mom heading up, suddenly could move and use their awakening power again. The first starts with the Chrome anesthesia from Law, which can penetrate Big Mom's hands and face. The most interesting thing about this is Law's sword becomes big and can pierce anything. Then Law continues with Shock Will's deadly stab, even though it looks like the wound is not strong as he used before. Of course, everyone there, including Chopper, who knew about it, was very surprised why Law's sword could be that big. But what is certain is that thanks to that move, Big Mom can't go to the top. No less than Law. Now it's the turn of the awakened Kid, who immediately absorbs all metal or iron objects towards his body. At that time it was seen that Kid was getting more and more excited to fight after being made like that. Here I don't know what happened to Kid. Suddenly he said that Kaido is currently at his threshold because the fight that happened up there has been going on for a very long time. After saying that, the Kid immediately used his magnetic power to make a giant bull bigger than Big Mom, while saying that he launched Punk Cornadio to make Big Mom fall to the ground until fell to the ground. Then at that moment Law and Kid said that they would not let him go there, no matter even his life was at stake. This means it can be seen that Law and Kid already believe that Luffy can beat Kaido alone. From the conclusion in this battle, the character of the Kid was revealed that from here he began to change. Why is that? Because from the very beginning until he met Luffy, until this fight, he always hated him. But I don't know what happened in this fight. His character suddenly changed drastically, that is, he already recognized the power of Luffy. The possibility that his nature can change like that is because the figure of Luffy has unique, because of that all opponents can become friends. So, no matter how much you hate Luffy, you will eventually become friends. Then after seeing Kid and Law, who have made up their minds, one thing is certain, the next chapter may be the defeat of Big Mom. Why is it like that? Previously this also happened from Zoro and Sanji, which resulted in the defeat the enemy. But even so, how will Kid and Law beat Big Mom at that moment? We'll see in the next chapter. Maybe that's all the tension that happened in this chapter. Actually, when seeing this from this chapter, many were upset because something mysterious in the next chapter has not been revealed. But what's interesting about this chapter is that marked the end of Big Mom's defeat.